Hello everyone, I'm gonna show you how I made this wreath-like pumpkin. I bought this pumpkin at Dollar Tree, and the greenery I bought it at Walmart on clearance. I believe it was $1. And I bought this 2 pumpkin pigs at Walmart for 97 cents. And all these flowers that I'm gonna show you right now, it's a whole bunch of flowers I bought at Walmart at the clearance section for 50 cents. And I'm cutting the sunflowers so that I could make 2 bundles and then attach them together at the bottom of the pumpkin with wire. I'm going to attach them with wire. And now I'm going to make the bow. I'm going to make, for the very first time, a messy bow. I like the way it looks on the pumpkin, how it falls and it doesn't cover the stem, because I really want the whole pumpkin to be noticeable. If I feel like if you put too many bows and stuff and you cover like the stem and the top, you don't know what it is. So I like the shape of it and I like to be noticeable. And so I'm going to have to change scissors here because those black scissors, they did a horrible job. So I got my red scissors. Those are the good ones. We always have some good and bad scissors, I guess, in our stash of craft. But the red ones, I keep those ones with like the sewing kit because they're really good. I hope I don't ruin them. So here I'm trying to figure out how am I going to do this, and I start by tying each ribbon individually, and I guess you can see exactly what I did right here. And here is the final product. Now I'm going to show you how I made this other pumpkin. I had this fabric for the longest time and I didn't know what to do with it. But today was the day that I was going to use it. I think I bought it to make like scarves, but I never got around using it. So I tied each corner of the fabric. I thought it was going to be easier, but then it was easier actually. And then whatever didn't look good to me, I started with the glue gun going around it and gluing it. I bended that so that it would look more like a pumpkin, as you can see. I did that with a few of the wreaths I made. When I move my hands like that, it's because I'm thinking, what's gonna be my next move? And I figured out to use this ribbon. I've had it for the longest time and I don't even remember why I bought it. I call this my glam pumpkin. Here I'm struggling to figure out how to make the bow, but I did it. Came up. Okay, I guess I have to get better on this making bow. I think I lost the footage of my black stem, but it was a little bit of black fabric that I had. I just glue it on the top, as you can see over here. I thought the black would match better the bow that I made. And here's the end result, my glam pumpkin. Now I'm gonna show you how I made this rustic pumpkin. I bought this fabric to make pillow covers for my living room, but who am I fooling? I don't know how to sew. And I have a sewing machine I received for Christmas like 2 years ago. Haven't even opened it. I like to craft and all, but I like easy things. I feel like sewing is complicated. Maybe one day I'll learn how to sew. Meanwhile, I guess I'll stick to my glue gun. It's faster. So now I'm gluing the fabric around the pumpkin, making it as tight as I can so that the pumpkin will keep his shape. And of course I bend the bottom again of the pumpkin. So here I use the burlap ribbon from Dollar Tree to make the stem of my pumpkin. I fold it in 3 so that I can make it thicker, and then I glue it. Over here I'm using a combination of burlap leaves from Dollar Tree and I bought this little sign for $1 at the Dollar General last year. This is my end result. I love it. I think this is one of my favorite ones. Now I am going to show you how I made this other pumpkin. Using this ribbon, I'm going to make the messy bow for this other pumpkin using exactly the same method I used with the other one. Just tying each ribbon to the bow, and that's how I made my messy bow. Now the same greenery I use 2 stems of the lamb's ear from Walmart, 98 cents each, or 2 for $1. And the other greenery that I bought on clearance for like $1. I don't remember how much it cost me. exactly, but I think it was maybe 175. I am going to make two little bundles of exactly the same kind of picks. I use some wire from Dollar Tree. I'm going to secure it with wire in the bottom, like so. And now I'm attaching the bowl that I also had a hard time making. Now I'm securing the messy bowl with wire at the pumpkin stem. Finally, I got the bowl right. And now I am using two picks from Walmart with the two pumpkins that I thought they looked pretty neutral for this pumpkin wreath. And I attached them in the bottom with the same wire that I use for the bowl. And here's the end result. And now my final pumpkin. Which you won't believe what I use to make this one. You'll find out right about now. I bought this pants for like $1 on the clearance section of Walmart, not knowing what I was going to use them for, but I did like the print on them. And so this is what I did with it. This, I thought it at the very last minute. It wasn't like I had it on my mind. Didn't even know if it was going to work out, but it actually did. I'm pretty pleased with it. So I practically cut at the leg of those pants to make this pumpkin. And now I'm going to cut the fabric right where the stem is. This is where it gets tricky because I wanted to tie it, but that knot was too bulky and it wouldn't let me get the pumpkin flush to the wall. So what I did is I tied it inside the fabric. I hope I'm explaining it right. Having the fact that English is my second language, I have a really hard time finding the words in my head, the right words to use. And again, here we use some greenery from Walmart, some lamb's ear, and some eucalyptus leaves. Just fold them and put them in there. And then I'm going to start thinking about the stem. I couldn't decide exactly which burlap ribbon would match, and I asked my husband, and here he comes pointing out the best one. And of course, he didn't disappoint. He has good taste. If you don't believe me, just look at his wife. Just kidding. Little joke. So I cut my burlap ribbon and I fold it in 3 and I glue it to my stem. This one's one of my favorite ones, and I hope you enjoyed it and liked it, and maybe you could make it one day. And this is the end result. I hope you like and subscribed, and God bless. Bye-bye.